Hello everyone, this is Meiping from CGTN reporting live at the China International Fair for Trading Services held in Beijing. Right now I'm at the China National Convention Center, which is the venue for this year's comprehensive exhibition of the service fair. And during this live stream session, I'm going to walk you around this exhibition area and just to check out the latest development in the service sector. So let's move. And at the entrance, we have a special exhibition which demonstrates China's achievements in the service sector. So this area consists of 4 immersive digital gardens. And they are truly gardens because all the plants you are seeing right now are real. So let's take a closer look of each of the gardens. Here we have this garden about technologies and products of epidemic prevention and control. So this is a robotic arm, and according to the introduction board over there, it's the world's first automated nucleic acid sampling robot. So which it could help the medical workers to avoid infection because there's no human intervention during the sampling. And next to it, we can see a sample testing machine. And according to the introduction, this machine can sub-pack 10,000 samples in 8 hours, which could greatly increase the efficiency of sample testing during the COVID-19 epidemic in China. And at this garden, we can also see some of the China-developed vaccines, COVID-19 vaccines. Okay, let's check out the next digital garden, shall we? So the next one is an AI system, artificial intelligence system, and the name is the Nature Guardian. And this system is actually by collecting sounds, and they analyze and evaluate the sound so they can monitor the nature. So the data that they collected through the sound can tell what happens in the nature reserves. So it's a digital way of protecting the nature and biodiversity. So let's move to the third garden. And this whole area, this special exhibition area, is actually 90% of it built with reusable materials. So it's another representation of saving the environment as well. Okay, now you can see a model of a subway train. This train is actually running in the Boston subway red line. And the train is fully developed and manufactured by China, and it meets the US standard. And here on the board, it's saying that this train is put into operation in Boston on December 30, 2020. And it has a maximum speed of 100 kilometers per hour. So it's another representation of China's technology going out of China. And the last digital garden in this area is a demonstration of the digital Forbidden City. You can see the big screen here. There are a lot of cultural relics. And here they have a little code. And by scanning this code, spectators can check out the cultural relics of the Forbidden City on their phones. So especially during this time, which travel is harder than before if you cannot come to Beijing and cannot go to the Forbidden City, this is actually a good way to help you to take a look at this amazing museum. And this system uses technologies including augmented reality and virtual reality. So this is at the entrance a special exhibition of China's achievements in trading services. So this whole comprehensive exhibition actually features achievements in the service sectors from countries and regions. So here you can see a lot of exhibitions from foreign countries, like South Korea just in front of us, and they are demonstrating products, local products such as cosmetics and some digital applications. And also they have a negotiation area which people can just talk to the enterprises in Korea, and they also have a Japan exhibition booth. Let's move on. And here we can see the Thailand exhibition booth and Cambodia. Okay, let's move. So in front of us is the exhibition from Ireland. Ireland is actually the guest of honor for this year's service fair. So let's just find someone to give us a brief introduction of products or service demonstrations from Ireland. 您好，过来可以帮我们介绍一下咱们这个爱尔兰展区。首先，请您就是帮我们自我介绍一下。
Hi, my name is Echo Lin. I'm the Economic Cooperation Officer of the Embassy, and Ireland is very privileged to be selected as the country of honor of 2021 CIFTIS. May I just?
Sure. Can you give us a little tour at this Ireland exhibition?
Oh, hi. This is my colleague.
Cool.
He is Gareth Hagedon. He is the head of economic section of the Embassy.
Sure, thank you for joining us. So can you give us a short introduction or a tour at the exhibition of Ireland?
No problem at all, no problem at all. Thank you so much for coming and visiting us today. I'll start off with, we have Ireland, a fantastic tourism destination. It has a very unique culture, very unique landscapes, and when we can travel again post-pandemic, this will be a perfect opportunity for Chinese people to discover more about Ireland. So we have all of our cultural and physical attractions here. So onward. Ireland is very much focused on our agri-food sector. We're very strong on dairy products. So as you can see here, we have our cheese, butter and milk. We have a very sustainable agricultural program called Origin Green.
I actually see a lot of this in our local supermarkets in China.
You see these, Avonmore, and also we have Kerrygold as well. So you see in a lot of the Western shops, and that it's a very popular product amongst Chinese consumers, but also amongst expatriate consumers as well.
So I see you have a little bar here.
A little bar here for people to come and relax and experience a little taste of Ireland. We have the geographical indicator protected products. These products are like an Irish whiskey can only be called an Irish whiskey if it is produced in Ireland and aged for 3 years, and only then can it be called Irish whiskey. Also, Irish cream liqueur, which is made with whiskey, cream, and sugar as well. It is. There are other cream liqueurs around the world, but there's only one Irish cream liqueur. So we have a wide range of whiskies here, and our friends here, Chinese distributors. Mr. Yuan, he is giving everyone a little sample of a very unique Irish product.
So people here can have a little drink and rest at your bar.
This is what we're hoping for, people to come here, feel comfortable when they come here, and also experience a little bit of what Ireland represents. So we'll go over here now to our medical technology area. We have two companies here who are instrumental in the fight against COVID and have bringing in very innovative products to the Chinese market. So we have here Novaris, which are air disinfectant devices. So here's our good friend. He might tell you a little bit about Novaris.
简单的就是介绍一下咱们这个带来的这个展示吗？ Can you give us a short introduction of this machine here?
所以这个呢是我们爱尔兰的一个专利技术，叫 NanoStrike。然后我们这产品名称呢是叫 Novaris。
So this one, 不好意思，翻译。This one is developed by Ireland.
它是可以起到空气消毒的作用，所以所有的它的技术可以做到接触到的空气的微生物可以一次性全部消灭，所以包括病毒啊、病菌。
So it's an air infection device which can just to infect the air and just to eliminate the virus in the air.
然后呢，因为我们这个产品与众不同的这个地方是在于，我们的这个技术呢是把空气吸附到这个里面，然后呢在这个里面这个瞬间去灭活这个病菌病毒。 所以它不会在空气当中产生二次污染。
Okay, so how it works is the air goes into the device, and the whole process is done inside the device to inactivate the virus, so which do not cause any pollution in the air outside of the machine. 好的，谢谢您帮我们介绍。
不客气。
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And another one of our excellent medical technology areas, Aerogen as well. So we have one of my colleagues.
Actually, I heard about this yesterday. It's
Okay.
a inhaler kind of
It is,
medication.
yes.
Right?
It's an aerosol inhaler for drug delivery. And obviously, in these kind of COVID times, medical technology is so much more crucial and so much more important. So these are great Irish companies who are to the fore in bringing the products to the Chinese consumer, you know, and also the Chinese people as well. So now we're going to move on to the Irish educational offerings, and we have a number of Irish universities here. Right up. A number of Irish universities who have come to China and are promoting Ireland as an educational destination for prospective Chinese students. As an English-speaking country, we have a very unique offering and a very, very high level of world recognition in terms of our educational offering around the world. We have our University College Dublin. This is where I went to college. So I'm not too sure what kind of a degree I got, but I studied very hard. So University College Dublin, a fantastic campus, and we have many Chinese students there. We have over 5,000 Chinese students in Ireland at the moment. We're hoping to kind of get more Irish students over to China as well.
That's nice.
Cork, exactly. Cork is in the south of the country. Another excellent college, very strong on sciences, R&D, and in business degrees.
I actually saw you guys bring a lot of culture elements into this exhibition.
Indeed, and we're gonna see those. Dundalk Institute up on the eastern seaboard, National College of Ireland. So what we have is we're getting a lot of interest from Chinese parents, Chinese students who are looking to go to an English language speaking country to do their third level qualifications. So we're looking at the cultural element now. This here is a picture of the Round Room, one of Ireland's most famous libraries, with thousands and thousands of books. It's hundreds of years old and one of our most iconic libraries. It's in one of our oldest universities, Trinity College Dublin. It really is I don't notice anyone read these books now, but you know.
People will. I guess people will.
And then we have so much Irish literature is famous around the world, from James Joyce, W.B. Yeats, Samuel Beckett, George Bernard Shaw. And so many books in the Irish literature canon have been translated into Chinese. And
people who come here can also enjoy the culture through reading.
Enjoy the culture, so we have many books here which have been translated into Chinese, and just introducing a bit of Irish literature to the Chinese audience, you know. And they've been doing this for many years as well. We have one of our good friends here.
Oh, I saw.
Who's an Irish dancer.
Yeah. Wow. Is he a tap dancer? Because I saw the wood floor.
Earlier, yes? You saw?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I really am very impressed by them. I could not do that myself, no.
Actually, can we see them like dance a little bit?
We can indeed, I'll show you in a second.
Okay, sure.
The Irish film industry.
We also got a little cinema here.
So if you need to get your little whiskey, sit in here. Exactly. What we have here is an example of the many Irish movies that have been released, both in China and worldwide. We have a very strong film industry. Many of our actors and directors are world-renowned, award-winning actors. So this movie here is called Wolf Walkers. It was recently released in June, I think. Yes, in June. It was released in June in China to over 10,000 screens, and I've seen it now, I think, 5 times.
Wow.
My children have seen it 10 times.
Great.
It's a wonderful example of Irish culture, traditional Irish culture, Irish artwork form. These are all hand-drawn. This is not CGI, this is all hand-drawn. There's the director there as well. A wonderful story about a little girl who turns into a wolf. It's a lovely story, you know. So we've got here now to, what do we have next now? We'll go around to we'll see if any dancers are available for you, okay?
Sure. I'm really looking forward to see the dance.
I don't think you'll see me dancing, but her and ever, you know.
So the dance is
afraid going on this, you know. I think I'm going to drown or something.
just setting up the exhibition.
Also, you might see here, this is the Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was filmed in Ireland, so we're inviting visitors here today to act out Game of Thrones and put on the Jon Snow costume and pretend they're in Game of Thrones for a few minutes, you know. So 1 minute to check out our dancers, okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
So now we're going to see sections from the river dance, which is a tap dancing show. And we have two fabulous performers.
Traditional Irish dance here now. And,
The river dance, right?
it is, a river dance is a kind of a global example of our traditional Irish dancing. And these guys, extremely talented, and you'll be amazed at how fast their feet are moving. So.
Very excited to see.
So.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm actually a huge fan of tap dancing.
Well, it is. You know, River Dance, the example of I was telling you about. They're coming to China again in March of next year. So be sure to keep an eye out and book your tickets really quickly, because the last time they came, it sold out really, really quickly, because it is quite popular in China whenever they've come here, River Dance, you know. So no, just this is a general, I suppose, a general overall a suite of promotional activities. Whether you want to invest in Ireland, whether you want to visit Ireland, whether you want to do trade with Irish companies. There's a lot of examples here where Ireland and China are working really, really closely together across the board, from trade and investment to agriculture and food to tourism, education. There are hundreds of programs between Irish universities and Chinese universities working together on research and development programs, but also students working together. And that's the most important thing, I think, when we talk about relationships between countries. It's the people-to-people links which is key. So as long as we keep meeting each other, finding out more about each other, I think the way forward for the whole relationship is very strong.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the tour here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So what do you think of the exhibition from Ireland? It's really fun. It has culture, it has its local products, and it also has products from healthcare which help to tackle the COVID-19. So actually a lot of countries have really interesting setup or products or services they brought to this comprehensive exhibition, to this service fair. So it's actually really fun to walk around in the venue. I'm just showing you a small part of it. And also in this exhibition, we see a lot of elements of winter sports. For example, here we have a cable car from from Austria. And here we have a curling track, and which people can just go on to the ice and just experience the fun of the winter sports, because the 2022 Beijing Olympic Winter Games are around the corner. So we can see people are playing, they are learning how to do curling. Looks like she's ready to throw. Yeah, she did it. Okay, so before we go to the next stop of this tour at the venue, I want to show you a short video about 1.5 minutes, just to give you a basic understanding of this year's service fair and also some of the highlights that you can expect from this year's event. So I will see you after the video. The 2021 China International Fair for Trading Services has just kicked off in Beijing. From September 2nd to 7th, the fair showcases a series of events about the service trade, including exhibitions, summits, forums, negotiations, and promotions. About 200 summits and forums will touch on global issues in the service industry, such as digital economy, carbon neutrality, epidemic prevention, and the industrial internet. As one of the highlights, the exhibition areas are about 130,000 square meters this year and are divided into two themes: comprehensive exhibitions and thematic exhibitions. Held at the China National Convention Center, the comprehensive exhibitions features achievements of trading services from countries and regions, as well as a special special digital service area. The thematic exhibitions are held at the Shougang Industrial Park, showcasing new technologies, new modes, and new achievements of the service sector through sections including computer and information, digital finance, culture and tourism, sports, and healthcare. One of the surprises of this year's fair is the Shougang Industrial Park. Once an industrial base, the comprehensive park is now one of the most popular attractions in Beijing. Its rich heritage, integrated with the modern elements, will give the participants a deep impression. Stay tuned to CGTN as we bring you a full coverage of this year's CIFTIS. Hey, welcome back. This is Meiping from CGTN reporting live at the China International Fair for Trade and Services. Welcome back from the video. I hope you now have more understanding of this year's service fair. And for those of you who are just tuning in, we're at CGTN reporting live at the comprehensive exhibition of this year's service fair, which features service achievements from countries and regions. So the next thing I want to show you is that I'm going to do a test of the ability of my body movements. And what I need to do is that I need to, like the other spectators, I need to go down this aisle, and the screen with the camera will just detect and give a analysis of the body movements of mine, and just to let me know which part of my body needs to be improved. So, well, I'm going to give a try. So this is a report generated by the system. Tell me my ability, the score of my ability of my body movements. I got 80 score, 80 points. 这个是什么？大概是什么意思？您能帮我解释一下吗？ Can you explain to me what this report is about?
这是一台就是可监测就是被测试者的就是说步行体态的一个就是说辅助性的智能一体机，对。然后呢
So this is a system which can detect people's ability of body movements through walking.
然后呢，它是通过3D 的传感器，然后采集人体就是说在这个走步的过程中的这个步行的体态，然后通过这个 AI 就是说大数据分析，然后得出这个就是说这么一个评分。对对对。
Okay, so here they have a 3D sensor which can detect my body movements, the walking movements, and just tell me about my body condition, and then they use AI and big data to generate a report like this on the screen. 这个现在的应用场景都有哪些呢？
现在的话，目前的话就是在养老机构，然后除了养老机构呢，就是还有就是健身房呀，然后一些商场，还有就是康复中心这些场所都可以用到。对。
So for the application scenarios, this system is now using in places like nursing homes for the seniors, and also at the gym, so people can check out their body conditions to know which part to train, and also at the mall to attract more people. 好的，谢谢您。Thank you. Okay, so the next stop, I want to show you something about cybersecurity. Okay, let's find someone to tell us more about this system on the screen. Okay, so we're now at this exhibition from CIFTIS, which is a Chinese company based in Beijing. And what they brought to the exhibition is this system, which helps to maintain the internet security and provide the security system for the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympic Games. So here we actually have the mascot of the Winter Games. If you recognize this panda, it's called Bing Dun Dun. It's one of the mascots of the Winter Games. Okay, and here we have a staff member to tell us about this demonstration. 您好，请您帮我们介绍一下咱们这个系统好吗？首先，您可以帮我自我介绍一下吗？
你好，我这边是齐安信的公共安全的专家韩崇飞啊。
Okay, so this is Mr. Han from Tianjin. She's a security expert. 您可以帮我们介绍一下咱们这个冬奥的保障系统吗？
对我们，因为是我们的赞助商，所以说我们为冬奥会量身定制了一套安全运行指挥中心系统。因为冬奥会目前已经在建的就有68个场馆，所以说它的系统非常的分散，它的数字化升级做得非常非常好，所以说就更加提升到它的网络安全的重要性。所以我们为每个场馆都配备了我们的安全的防护的解决方案和我们的安全防护的产品，来监测和防护它的场馆的安全。
Okay, so as I said before, the company provides the internet security system for the Winter Games, and there are about 68 stadium under construction for the Winter Games. So what they need to do is they are providing the systems to each of the stadiums and just to ensure the internet security. 那像咱们这边就是防护有哪些难点？
防护大概有3个难点。第一个是它的系统非常复杂，因为冬奥会是面向于全球的，它不仅仅是有中国的系统，它还有美国的，包括很多国外的一些系统。它对于系统的接入，它的复杂度非常非常高啊。然后第二点的话，它场馆非常分散。第三的话，参与的人数特别多，所以这3个难点都是我们对它整体防护的所面临的困难点。
每一个点其实都是一个风险点。
对，每个点都是一个非常大的风险点。
So there are 3 major difficulties in protecting the internet from getting attacked. Maybe we can take a look at the screen over there. It's a demonstration. Firstly, because as I said, there are too many stadiums and there are too many systems. Not only Chinese. International system, because this Winter Games it's a global event. So, and there are too many people such as volunteers, athletes, and other staff members. So each of them and each of their devices is a risk point in terms of cybersecurity. 好的，谢谢。那这边的这个模拟，您可以也帮我们介绍一下吗？
好的，我们在保证冬奥会的这个传统网络的同时的话，我们也会保证我们的工业生产的安全。
Okay, so they have another demonstration of in the industrial kind of application. So we can see here it's a model. 这个模型是一个什么模型？
这个模型是一个石油开采的一个模型，也是属于我们关键基础设施，跟我们民生就是我们每天用的加油，都是从我们的油田里面是开采出来的。在油田开采过程中会用到很多的仪器仪表和控制器，在这些数字化升级过程中，它也会连到互联网上，也容易被黑客进行攻击。
So this model is a oil processing factory demonstration, and it also relies on digital system, and it could be attacked by hackers. 您可以帮我们演示一下，就是
可以。我们这有一台电脑就可以模拟成一个黑客攻击机，然后上面有一个文档程序，我可以双击运行一下啊。
相当于是一个
恶意软件啊，我可以双击运行一下。
So there is a malware on the laptop, so they can run a simulation of this system after it's attacked. We can see the alarm is on.
运行，对，运行之后呢，它就执行一段恶意的脚本，就会对我们的控制器发生攻击，就会调整磕头机采油的速率，就让它加速采油，导致它的采油的量会高过存储罐的最大容量，就会发生整体的爆炸和整个生产的事故。
可以过去看一眼那个。
可以啊。
对 ，so this is the factory under attack. 那下面有水是？
就是模拟油在喷发的过程之中。
Okay, so you can see there's water coming out of the pipe. It's actually it represents the oil. So after being attacked, the whole system just went mad, and you can see the abnormal.
它有一个刻度在快速的上升，它就会快速的超过最大的输水量，然后就从上面整个迸发出来了，油田就整体发生了爆炸。
So the meter here are rising really fast, and it will eventually cause explosion to the factory, which endangers people around it. 好的，谢谢您的介绍。
好
Thank you. So it's another example of the winter sports element, the Winter Olympic elements in this area, and it is really hard to, keep the internet safe, especially in a huge event like the Beijing Olympic Games. And we can see a lot of international enterprises at the comprehensive exhibition. Here we have Amazon. You can see they brought some healthcare equipment, and also some gadgets and smart transportation. Okay, so the last stop I want to show you is something about protecting the environment, or about carbon reduction. We know that China has set its goals in carbon reduction. We want to achieve the peak of the carbon emission by 2030, and we want to achieve carbon neutrality by 2060. And actually, reducing carbon emissions is not just a goal of China, but a goal of the whole world. So the next thing we're going to see is actually a paper making machine, which helps to protect the environment. Sounds interesting, right? Okay. 您好。
你好，你好。
可以请您帮我们介绍一下 Can you give us an introduction of yourself and paper making machine as well?
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Wang Wen from Epson. So today is my honor to introduce the latest cutting-edge technology. And here, can we move?
Let's move to the.
This is our we call the Epson in-office green recycling and printing system, which is composed by two parts. One is what we saw here, we call the Paper Lab, the world's first water-free paper recycling system. And it can turn the normal office printing documents within just 3 simple steps: defibrating, binding and forming, and then turns into the new recycled paper. And within this process, all the information on the paper can be completely removed. So it can realize what we call the highest standard of ISO, we call P7 level of the security level. And
Can we take a look inside?
Yes, hi. Here we have some consumables. And this is whitener, and this is like coloring powders.
So you can also make colored paper.
Of course, we can make some tailor-made or customized products for the customers. We can make the notebooks. We can make some souvenirs based on the paper craft, something like that.
Can we take a look at these recycled papers that you guys make?
Of course.
I want to check out the differences between the recycled paper and the normal paper.
Right. Okay. So here we have the recycled paper. It's just like the quite same with the normal plain office documents. Yes, and we can make.
It feels the same.
Feel the same, and it looks a little bit with high quality. Not so bright, but it looks like very high quality feeling. Yes, and we can normally use our high-speed printing system to print out and for office usage. That's okay.
Powders over there. What are these?
Well, actually, this is like here. This is like the color powders we see inside of the machine, and also this is like a binding materials, and this is actually the fiber. After we input the paper inside and turns into these kind of fibers. Yeah, this is the fibers. Actually, within this process, all the information can be removed, so there's no such kind of security information leaking, this kind of a risk.
So the purpose, I know, of this paper machine is to actually save the environment. So how does it do it?
Well, compared with the traditional paper making process, it can save about, keep using this kind of machine for 1 year. We can save about 99% of the water, 100% of the wooden materials, and also to lower down about 40% of the carbon dioxide. So this is actually very good for the environment.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For introducing for us. Thank you. So the reduction of carbon emission is actually another theme or another theme in recent years in different events. And so this is pretty much what I want to show you at the comprehensive exhibition of this year's service fair. And the whole event will last until September 7th. So for the rest of the days, we are going to show you more information or more interesting content at the service fair. So please stay tuned. And have a nice day. I'll see you next time.